So you really want to put everything in, and the relationship is coming and all that, so the stress are really coming in. So we started a topic on the page. It was really fun. I love that topic. I always love relationship talks and all that. So I love that topic. And then one fine gentleman suggested a topic that probably we should have a topic on what our partners expect from us as entrepreneurs, because we've been taking those things for granted. Now, the management of Kumasi Entrepreneurs Club and Hyperspace sat down, we discussed, and we were like, no, we shouldn't have it on WhatsApp again. We should have a physical interaction where you will see our resource persons, and our resource persons are gurus in the topic. So today, all the topic, all the questions you have about relationships, about love, just ask them. There are no right or wrong answers. So we decided to do a physical meeting, add it to our meetups. And this is going to be something that we'll be doing more often. Because most of the time, as I said, we concentrate on the business aspect and we forget our love lives. Yes. So tonight we are discussing what our partners expect from us as entrepreneurs. If you are a man entrepreneur, what is your partner expecting from you? And if you are a woman entrepreneur, what is your partner expecting from you? And I would say that I think we the women, when our men are entrepreneurs, we expect more. That one, there's no doubt about that. Yesterday, one man was telling me, you sandwich me between two women. It's because you, the women, you have a lot that you expect from them. And today, I think we will find out if women expect more from their men or if the men expect more from their women. So welcome to Kumasi Entrepreneurs Meetup. And this program is sponsored by Hyperspace. Hyperspace is where we are having this program. It's a co-working space with just 15 Ghana so that you can walk in here and have an office space where you can have all your meetings and all that. We also have conference rooms, 2 conference rooms. This place and the other one which takes 40 participants, and then this place which takes 80. So you just come in here and then you talk to them. And when you sign up to be here, you get free internet access as well. In a month, I think they give 10 gig. That is if you sign up for their month package. They also have hardware where they do websites and all that. All you have to do is to call them on this number to sign a contract with them. 0244 601 311. 0244 601 311. The show is, this program today also is sponsored by EMB. EMB is also an organization, a social enterprise. What they do is that they do training, consulting, and promotion when it comes to sales, marketing, and finance. And one of the things they do is that they hold a show on Facebook every Wednesday from 8 to 9 p.m. And the show is basically for entrepreneurs to discuss what entrepreneurs are doing and everything. So you can also contact them on 0508 590 888. 0508 590 888. Tonight we have a very, very wonderful sponsor as well, and that is Mandate Books. And Mandate Books, they are set up at the back here, and they are selling all their books 75% discount. At 75% discount, they are selling their novels, which is going for 10 Ghana cedis. Like, I was shocked. And their business and relationship books going for as cheap as 20 Ghana cedis. So a book that you will get normally from Monday for 25 cedis, you are getting it here at 10 cedis. And a book that you will get for 35 cedis and 30 cedis, you are getting it at 20 cedis. And I was telling the CEO that I should have waited to buy all my books, because this year alone I've bought like 10 books. Because we have a book club as well. And so I should have waited, then I'll buy it all here today. But if you need any book, just go to the bank and get yourself a book. You won't regret. Reading is key and reading is good. But you can always book your orders and get books from them. Any book that you need, just get in touch with them. This is their number: 0241 720 936. 0241 720 936. They can also be found on Facebook. Mondays, just search for them. Okay, so 6 on the dot. The time here is not really, it's faster than the normal time. So it's around 6:05. Yeah. 6:04, 6:05. Okay, I have my time. It's 6:06 actually. Yeah. We are starting the program, and my first guest, I'm not going to talk much about them. They will tell you who they are. So just simple, simple, simple. My first resource person is in the person of Mrs. The name, I used to call her just Auntie Rita. But then on Facebook, I saw this long name. And what she has put everything on her name. And she's the next president and I'm the next gender. So the name is Mrs. Rita Mami Sewa Krampa. Please, with a round of applause. And she's sharing Okay, that is my first guest, an entrepreneur and a counselor. And as I said, they will talk about themselves. And then my second guest, who was on my show yesterday, those of you that watched the show, if you didn't, just go to Facebook, Entrepreneurs Moment in Watchwa, and then you learn a lot about what we discussed yesterday. Understanding and developing your own financial strategy. You really want to and you need to know finance. And yesterday it was like, you're going to sandwich me in between two women. So if you're a man here, you can discuss. We'll get you a check so that he can feel comfortable. I know him as Billy Bones, right? But his name is called Mr. Lewis Billy Bones. A round of applause for Mr. Okay. He's taking his position very well. I was thinking we should take this video. Okay, and my last resource person, she's a relationship expert as well. She holds a program on 100 station, relationship topic, and I think she'll talk more about that. And she is in the person of, if I get her surname wrong, please mention it. Miss AC Adeto. Yay! Miss AC Adeto. Okay, so my wonderful resource person who are here for us to discuss entrepreneurs and what are partners and special ones. You are welcome. My wonderful audience, these are your resource persons. So they are going to talk about the topic like some 5 to 10 minutes or maximum 15 minutes. And then we will be allowed to ask questions. As I said, just ask all the questions you want. Because maybe you don't get somebody to ask deep relationship questions. So ask all of them here. And it's live on Facebook too, just so you know. So thank you, and it's a comfortable discussion and program. So let's start. Billy, would you like to go first?
What is it that when it is difficult, then men?
What is difficult about this?
I want to be sweet. Yeah.
No, please. What is difficult about this? What is difficult about this?
All right, thank you very much. And a good evening to everyone and those who are watching us live. We have to do an introduction, right? The introduction is done. Just like she said, my name is Billy Bones. I'm an entrepreneur and counselor. I have an organization called Leadership Mentoring Center, basically to bring people who want to volunteer their time and resources to raise young people who become leaders with integrity. Basically, that's what we do. So we train people who want to volunteer their time to help young people. So that is correct. And also a marriage counselor, an entrepreneur myself. But I would run training program for organizations, leadership training program. One of my core programs that I love doing is a personal financial literacy to help people to plan for their lives. Unfortunately, some of us couldn't get that opportunity, that education. We should have retired now and enjoy our money, but because we couldn't get that opportunity. So I said to myself that if I didn't get it, and now I'm old, I should help people so that they can retire early and enjoy their money. But you not to retire and struggle till they die. So it's one of the things that I really have passion for that I do. So that is it about me. So maybe they will do the introduction, then I will start.
I say that.
Just as Bobby said, I'm Rita Kampa. Forget about all the other names. Sometimes people try to find out where I come from, so I have to put all my names there so that they will know I'm a Ghanaian, because all my names are Ghanaian names. Yeah, I'm a corporate trainer with over 25 years experience in banking. I used to work in the bank. And I'm also an entrepreneur. I run a home care for elderly people with my husband. We have a clinic, and as part of the, like a branch of the clinic is instead of people bringing very old people, like from 70 years bringing them up and down to and from the hospital, we take care of them in their homes. If there is a need to put a nurse there to be with the patient, the nurse be with you. So the patient is okay, and then the nurse can leave. Anything that is done for you in the hospital can be done for you in the comfort of your own home. Even if it's laboratory services, we have links with Medilab and other laboratory agencies to come and do that for the patients. And I'm also a counselor with the Fabulous Woman Network, founded by Amanda. And I do a lot of youth counseling because I had the opportunity to be coached and counseled by a very wonderful mother, and that made me who I am today. So I also want other young women to enjoy the same facilities. So I'm always with the youth, and especially the young adolescent girls, helping them to be somebody and who they want to be. Thank you.
Okay. Sometimes when you're asked to introduce yourself, it's just like when you take your boyfriend to your parents and they ask you, what job does he do? Then you know they want to calculate and know is there any yeah, so in a program like this, when you're asked to introduce yourself and you know all those big people are given the big names, then the audience will wait you, you know how heavy or how light you are. But I'm happy to be here. My name is my name is Isi at the top. Most of the people ask me at the top. Immediately you mention Isi, they are thinking, oh, you are a fancy. Then when they hear they are at the top, then anyway, now what did you get the Isi for? You know, but a word to reduce name for Isi, which has every away name has a name, has a meaning. And when we say at the top, it's always about somebody, you know, so one more day. But that is not it in our place. We are the linguists in our hometown, so we are the top. So for short, I'm a youth services professional, that's why I'm director. And what I do is I just focus on 3 aspects of the youth services. For some time I realized, especially in Ghana here, our focus so much is on academic qualifications, what you get when you ask somebody, it's like the other skills are always neglected. And I realized when people come to the workplace, because they are interested in the first class they have or the second class they have, the other soft skills that they need to actually distinguish them at the workplace is missing. So I I'm an HR professional. Should we always wait for them to come to the workplace before we start weighing them? You are not good with communication, you lack sense of initiative. Is there any other way we can help them to develop their soft skills? So that was what got me going to start something for the youth to help them develop their soft skills. And the other project I started this year, not so big, but on the quiet note, is with our young girls, some get pregnant while in school, and if care is not taken, if counseling is not given, some of them, the education just ends there. So how can we also help those young girls to also get back to school and continue with their education and achieve whatever they want to achieve? Because there are a lot of women doing marvelous things now, and most of them have been through that. They got pregnant whilst in school, but they are doing big things. So why not them? They need to be cancelled, they need to be encouraged. Sometimes the stigmatization prevents them from going back to school. So that is that. The third aspect is just like a recruitment agency we have. There is a gap when you look at health professionals trained in the private sector, how they get into the workplace. There is actually a gap I'm looking forward to fill. The other aspect is the relationship, and that's why we are here. And on Saturdays on the Tech FM from 7 to 9, we choose a topic and teach. We don't touch on, we teach on it. We teach on it concerning people's marriage issues and all that. So I don't know whether that was brief, but in brief.
Wow, wow. I can't wait to hear what they have to say, because these profiles are really packed. They are really packed. And to get to the program, which is what our partners expect from us as entrepreneurs. Okay, Billy. No, like, okay, answer it. So let's start from there. Let's start from there.
Entrepreneurs expect a lot like any other person. In every relationship, everybody expects certain things from the other person. And one of the basic things that I have realized is unity. You know, entrepreneurs, especially those who start their business before they get into the relationship, they are fond of using the word I, my business, my project, my money. And the more you kind of always relate everything to yourself, you are telling your partner that stand there, or you are here, I am here. And so that's unity, which should cement the two of you together and build a strong relationship, not only for yourself, but for all the people around you, becomes a little shaky. Because you are always talking about the things you have done. Sometimes we even get men who give money to their wives to start business, to start focusing on the business, because my money, I have given you my money. And so they tend to treat the relationship as a business relationship sort of. So I've given you 10 cities. It is 2 months. How much have you got? And all that. All this, because I'm expecting you to give back what I have given you. At the end of the day, if you are not able to give it back to me, then I don't look, instead of me looking at it as probably your business, in terms of business, you are not so competent. I take everything into consideration because you didn't do well in business. It's affecting the home. It's affecting the children. Sometimes even the sex life is affected. The amount of 20 cities again out here, and I mean that how this soon. Then it affects every aspect of our life. So if the other partner's expectation is not met, and you also see the other partner as you are expecting too much from me, then the relationship starts becoming shaky and sometimes ends up in separation. separation when we are not even ready for the separation.
Ife, what do your partners expect from us?
Well, I don't think our partners expect much. And sometimes because we are entrepreneurs, we tend to think about the big things. But sometimes it's the little things. And what I'm hoping that all of us carry along tonight is we are not any extraordinary human beings. We are human beings. It's just that we try to find answers to the numerous challenges that surround us. So entrepreneurs should actually not look at themselves like they are extraordinary beings, so everything they want it in a big way. But our partners, I believe, will not want anything big, but the small things, the things that any other human being will need in a relationship, will need in marriage. And if we are able to identify that, I think everything will go on well. For me personally, I think as we go along, I would just want to focus my discussion on trust and aspect. And I believe even each and every one of us is able to do that, then in our relationships, we will not have problems at all. It will be running smoothly just as our businesses too are running smoothly.
I just want.
Well, marriage as a love life of entrepreneurship. I ask myself if we are married or we are in a relationship and we have money, what will happen to our love life? When it comes to relationship or love in marriage, and especially when one is an entrepreneur, we sometimes forget that it takes time to build a marriage, just as it takes time to build a relationship, to build our business. Unfortunately, we don't really put a lot of effort, we don't put in a lot of effort to build our relationship or our marriage, but we spend a lot of time, a lot of resources to build our businesses. Let me ask simple questions to the audience. How many of us have books on how to build your business, how to lead, books on leadership, books on businesses? How many of us? All right, let me do simple research here. How many, on average, about how many books on maybe business do you have? Yes. About 20, good. Let me ask the lady, about how many on leadership or any your field? About how many books? 15 or 20, good. Who is going to be a woman father or sister here? Nobody. All right. How many books do you have on building your marriage? Three. How many do you have?
And even the three, how often do you read that daily? Have you finished reading that?
This is simple exercise that I always do when I meet young people who want to marry. I ask them this same questions. We don't have. I think this week I met, today is Thursday, I think I met about 3 young people who want to marry that who I was counseling them. And I asked them, none of them has any book on marriage. And when I asked the same question, they said that we have this number of books. And I asked them that, well, one is a nurse. And I asked her, would you retire someday? And she said, yes. But I asked her, when it comes to marriage, are you going to retire in marriage? She said, no. Things that we are not going to do, I mean, at a certain point in our lives, we are going to put it down. We are not going to even use it anymore. We put in so much to know about it, to build it. What about the one that we are going to live with it forever? And that is where the challenge that all of us are facing is. And let me talk about the current trend and what some people have said, based on research. One woman did a research, a Japanese by name Faye, in 2007, said that women are becoming more powerful than their husbands. And because of this, it's one of the leading causes of high divorce rate among female entrepreneurs. That's what the woman said. Women are becoming more powerful than their husbands. It used not to be the case in the early days, not too long ago. Why? The reason being that we are not having a lot of women who were entrepreneurs. It was about the men who had to go and bring in. But things have changed, and because things have changed, women are getting more money, more positions. They are power with the men. And because of this, some men, not all the men, and not all the men, see like, well, you are becoming more powerful than your husband, and it causes some sort of panic, and some men get scared because the woman is becoming more powerful. But what will happen if my wife is the first lady, is the president of this nation, or is in any position? If I don't benefit at all, at least people will say, oh, this is the president husband. It brings some sort of fame and popularity to you. It happened to, let me say this, I heard it about this woman, yes, and then I think the husband went to a place and he was not given access to. Then he said that, oh, I'm Mrs. Afeyi Dasi. So it opened the door for him. Another person also did a research, and I also want to talk about it. She said that a lady by name Christina said that entrepreneurs are perfectionists, and therefore, rather than looking for love, they are seeking for great love. They don't want to settle. Instead of looking for love, because entrepreneurs are perfect, when they go into marriage or relationship, they expect that as such. And it's really affecting because I'm also an entrepreneur, so I can say it is really affecting our love life. Because we want everything as it should be. Instead of we trying to make it to be, we want to see it happening like that. But if you want it to be like that, it means that you have to work towards it. Another study has also proven that a lot of young women who are entrepreneurs also want to live an independent life. And the study went further to say that they are interested in getting maybe a child or two, and that is all. Once they have children, women entrepreneurs, once they have children, they are okay. If they don't have husband and they have good jobs, they are on top of their businesses, and that one is enough for them. So this is the trend. This is what is happening in our generation. When it comes to, because I'm a man, let me speak for the men. I can see the men nodding their heads. The challenge most men have with their women entrepreneurs has to do with the fact that a woman entrepreneur will treat her customer as a VIP. Give the person all the VIP and attention, even when the customer goes wrong, because of the money she will get from the customer. Oh, everything is okay. It's not because everything is okay. but because of the person's money.
Customer service now.
Yes. All in the name of customer service so that she'll be in business. But when she comes home and the husband does something wrong, nobody has the treatment. Because he is the husband. Forgetting that your business, you know that you can be in business when you are able to treat your customer VIP, customer very well, or give the person VIP treatment. Why can't we do the same when we come home? Because he is my husband. If I could do this for my customer, why can't I bring it home? Because this is the man that I'm going to live with forever. The customer can go away anytime, but the man will stay with me till death, as we used to say. And we don't do this. So when the man sees that you are on phone talking to your customers, you are on phone calling your customers, sending messages to your customers, but the man doesn't even remember the last time you did sent him a text message. It is always the man who even calls. So if I'm a man and I see you are in business and I see you doing this, what do you think will happen? I'll be jealous. I won't be happy. I'm sitting right with you, you are not talking to me and you are talking to somebody you cannot even see. I cannot see. You are giving much attention to somebody and you are not giving me the attention. Forgetting that I'm also a human being, I have feelings, I need to be loved. I need to be cared for. The tender love and care is not only meant for women. It is for all of us because we are
men
human
even
beings.
need it more.
We even need it more. Whatever women need, I tell you, men need it twice. Just that we don't express our feelings. We don't. You see, if any of you have seen a man who has had broken heart, and the man is, which one is stronger? Weeping and crying. I think weeping. Wailing. But the fact is that they don't bring it, they don't want people to hear. So whatever you need, you also need it. And if you deny us of this and you are giving it to other people, giving your attention to your business, and you are not giving me, I'm there with you, and you are not giving it to me, what do you think will happen? Then again, we did not marry, or we don't get married because of money, but we want to share love. We marry because we want to share love, not because of money. We marry not because of our kids or children, but we marry because we want to share love. But unfortunately, women entrepreneurs get married as a start business, and most of them are trying to make it that most people who have successful marriages have successful business. Because successful marriage can give you successful business. But successful business cannot guarantee you successful marriage. So it's about two of us understanding ourselves, understanding our love. Then we can do everything together. Because if I love you and I know you love me, whatever you do, I will support you. But if the love is not there, why do I need to support you? I may do it artificially, but within me, I don't do that.
To add to what people say, I remember when I joined the bank, something happened that really spoke to me. I wasn't married then, but this secretary was very busy serving the manager, bringing him tea, biscuits, going, and every woman asked her in fancy that, now I don't now that's a man and you tea, I get a woman affair. And we all laughed about it, but then I kept thinking about what the woman said. And even though I wasn't married then, I told myself that This is why probably the Bible says we should be submissive to our own husbands. Because when we come to the office, the boss says sit, we sit. Stand, you stand. Sometimes the things your boss is asking you to do is very inconvenient for you. For example, it's lunchtime, you are tired, you also can't get it, he tells go get a food. And because he's your boss, you have to do that. But when we come home, then it becomes a different story. You are tired, so now when your husband says, I want this, you tell him, I'm tired. I've been at work standing on my feet the whole day. What do you want me to do? But you couldn't say that to your boss. And he's also a man. So as women, we have to know how to balance these two. Some of us, the nature of our job, sometimes even carry the work home. So that we are so much into our work that things going on around us we don't see. And then because your husband wants that somebody to talk to, somebody to listen to me, they end up with the maidservants. Because you've neglected that aspect of your role for the maidservant to be doing. She cooks for your husband, she washes your husband's clothes, she serves the food. So if there is no salt, she's the one your husband will complain to. Even if you are told there's no salt, she will call the maidservant and say, yesterday they're even changing. Meanwhile, I always tell myself that I am the boss of my home. So why should my husband ask somebody else something when I am the boss? So if we neglect that aspect of our home, sometimes because of technology you can, or maybe quote unquote like this, you can employ a cook to be doing that for you. You can employ somebody to be washing your things. You can employ somebody to be cleaning your home every day. But you have to supervise all these things in that. By the nature of your job, you cannot do everything. Somebody told me, I'm 50-year-old and I'm still scrubbing bathroom. Are they? Yes, you can employ somebody to do that one for you, but you have to be the supervisor to ensure that these things are done so that you have time for the home. And you are like an overseer, ensuring things are done properly. If it is your husband's food, you have to be in the kitchen. I always have problem when I was working in the bank, when I hear some of my colleagues calling their maidservants and asking them, excuse me. Sometimes I have gone to hold somebody's phone and told the person that, who is the boss of their home? The maidservant should be asking you, that what food are we going to cook? Have you asked your husband what he wants to eat? But then the maidservant will tell you that, and they are you are comfortable. Your husband should eat it because the maidservant is going to cook. Let's take charge. Just as we want to be the bosses of our businesses. We want to run our business so much that we don't have any problems there. Bring the same attitude to the home. And the men, you also sometimes do it. Now, there are some type of women who think that if the men are cheating, why can't we also do it? Because you also neglected her. You come home and your laptop, you come and continue the business. Sometimes on the bed, I have seen it before, a picture somebody sent me to prove to me that her husband is not minding her. She snapped the picture. The husband wasn't even realizing the lady was snapping. He was lying on bed with a laptop on him, and the wife was lying down there. And she said, Rita, that day was my birthday. My dress is safe. Have a fancy laptop. At least when you get home, be home. Be home. Be involved in whatever is going on at home. Once this reverend that sometimes come and read the reverend, I think Branham or something, said that being at home is not even enough. You have to be involved in what is going on. You can be there, but yes, you are there, but we don't even know you are there. Let them feel you are part of the family. Be involved. If you come and your wife is in the kitchen, you can pop in there. Sit there and talk. Women like to talk. We want their attention. If it is not coming, that is when she gets to the office or she gets somewhere and somebody starts. Hey, today you are looking good. That's number one. The next time, I like the color of your dress. Your shoe. Then it comes to hello, how are you? You see, then the hand keep on going. And before you know it, something it is leading to something else because that particular thing she needed from you was not coming. You become so business oriented. Everything is like you say, if it is sometimes when you even say it, they go like, and as soon as you I'm not ready to even discuss anything at all. You see, the more you do that, you kind of drive each other away. Everybody gets involved in their business. We only come here to sleep. We wake up, everybody goes. And then it kind of trickles down to the children. They also start playing tricks. You go to daddy for 5 cedis, you go to mommy for 5 cedis, and you think you're giving you 5 cedis because you are not even talking to discuss what money the child is taking. And all this goes a long way to affect the society because this child is growing up to be part of the society. So let us not be so business oriented. Somebody says that let us not be so heavenly minded that we are no earthly good. The business is good, it is bringing us money. We like it, we like the money. Because we are people who stand in everything. Somebody says you shouldn't follow money, but it's better to cry in a public drive than a bit of you at the door. There are differences there. So you have to support your husband to make the money. But please, the other side of our life also matters. Sometimes you need to put all the laptops and things down and take your wife out somewhere. No telephone calls today, nothing. Except when your husband is in my kind of the workman husband that because the doctors have been called 24/7. You cannot switch off your phone. But at least you can let somebody handle the place. And then you take them away. Find something the two of you like. If you like reading, fortunately, Mr. Tinyete has supplied us with plenty books and they are not even expensive. If you like reading, the two of you can read one book together. All this just to create that unity. So that you are not so business. Like Bibi said, one day you go on retirement. One day you say that, oh, I'm tired, now I see you, I've got so much money, I do. But that is when you realize that there are gaps there that can never be filled. By then you've messed up so many things. So let us not be so business-minded that our social life and our everyday life is neglected. It's all part of us. We must balance, learn how to balance it. And read, learn how to make the marriage work. You learn how to do the fruit juice, learn how to make the woman also smile. And learn how to do things for your husband to be happy. So that we can all be apart. Sometimes you even need to read books to learn how to be give good sex. Otherwise you go and become like a log, lying down there, doing practically nothing. All this can affect the relationship because you are so tired. By the time you get home, that, as my mother would say, what do you feel?
Okay, Auntie, that is some great insight there. Issy, I'm coming to you. The same the content that they are talking about, but looking down here, you see a lot of us are not married, right? We are just now and going into it. And that is some great advice there. But it was like marriage for the married people. Now for us, people like us that are now starting and going into it. What, when you were talking, this is the question I picked out for. How do we, you said there are some things that we should identify from our partners that we should. How do we identify those things? What message do you have for us as well? What to look out for in our partners? Those people that are saying, oh, Charlie, we know. You understand? Or they know. They know. What are those things that we should also be looking out for? Those things we should be doing. I have similar questions for Billy and Auntie Richard coming, but from your side, for us who are not also married, what is the message for us?
Thank you. I hope what you want from what you require is not just about the funny things people actually go out to look for. My colleagues here will bear me witness. Sometimes when people even approach you to assist them get a marriage partner, some of the specs they give you, you'll be like, there is this teacher who have been on our list for quite some time now. He said they want a very fair, he said, Madam, fair like that. I need a very fair woman with good shape. And so me pay no be a keke, me petit you or a fair man. So we'll be there, so somebody, the person is fair, but perhaps this person is a trader or doing some there, he listen me petit you or a So me, I was angry along the line. It's just a one-hour worship. Some will come and they give you very, very funny things. And you'll be wondering if these things, the physical things we see, are actually the things that make a good marriage. The tall, we women are like that, very huge guy, the size, cut, packs, red lips, and that great. When he speaks, well, to be so very those things. But the question is, those things that we always look out for, are they the ingredients for a successful marriage? For me personally, I always say that even if you say, I love you, oh, and this thing, love in itself does not guarantee a successful marriage. But it is actually the right application of whatever knowledge you have acquired with regards to marriage. So please, young ones, let us talk. I think it's good. We all want beautiful things. We all want handsome guys and ladies. But please, let us look at the other aspects. The other aspects are, with regards to what you do even as an entrepreneur, the person coming in, the person you want in your life, is the person also interested in the things you do? How much time or years does the person give to whatever you do? Are you with me? Sometimes when you are in a relationship, because of how much you care for the person, you even go out to seek for information that will help the work the person does. We don't look out for that. And for me, I think when Auntie Rita and David were talking, you realize people are not happy or they feel what they want in marriage, they are not achieving or they are not getting from their partner. And you realize it's because an aspect or certain aspects have been neglected. When I say that, well, what I'm trying to say is we all have needs. Are you with me? Whether you are a male, whether you are a female, we all have needs. And all these needs cut across. But if we are saying because of the work we are doing, we want to neglect our partner's needs, then there will be a problem. You realize that the youth, most of the challenges people have in their marriages is not because of incompatibility issues, but because there is people's needs have actually been neglected. I have a need for this, you've not attended to me, you've not met that need. But if we set out to know what the needs of our partners are, and even no matter how busy we are, we try to be able to meet those needs, we'll be fine. And one other thing I always say is also to understand the love language of your partner and speak that language. Because my love language will be different from yours. Are you with me? Somebody may love touch so much, but some too with touch, they just don't like it. So let us know what the needs of our partners are, and let's be able to meet those needs. We look at male. Virtually every male every male,
This is what she's talking about. So if you've not gotten the book, get it.
so the 5 love languages. We have to know what it is, and we should speak it. Every male has a need, and every female has a need. Now, every male, we all know how guys like recreation. Some can stay late into the night just to watch a football match. And no matter how those jerseys are expensive, they want to pay and have, you see, they want to subscribe to DSTV, not because they enjoy watching TV. So if you are a woman, a female entrepreneur, and you know that male or men, they have this need in their life for recreation. But when it's time for you perhaps to spare a moment, enjoy you watch this football matches for just a short period, you are too busy. If you want to go for jogging or a sporting activity, you are too busy to join the person. Now I'm jogging, I go jogging every day. You don't join me. As I'm going every day, I see this lady in a tracksuit, neatly dressed, and she starts a conversation with me. Every day is You see, because you are busy, you think that aspect of your mind is not actually needed. So you neglect that need. But you also have a need of that. Now, Auntie Rita, now people go male, ladies go to bed in very tight pajamas.
These trousers.
And we know men are that sort of sexual fulfillment as an aspect of them. So if you just go and lie down like a lumber or a stick or anything, and you don't make the sexual life of your partner so interesting, how do you want the person to appreciate you? It means you are neglecting his need. Our female entrepreneurs, let us identify what the needs of our partners are, and let's make every effort to fulfill those needs. I'm sure most of us have also read John Maxwell's book, and one of his book on the 15 invaluable laws of growth. In that book, he says that to be able, anyone, whether you are an entrepreneur or not, if you want to achieve your potential in life, then you have to grow. And how do you grow? To be able to grow, then you have to be highly intentional. So you are an entrepreneur, you are busy, but you have to be intentional in meeting the needs of your partner. You have to be intentional. You are not in the mood to go jogging, you are not in the mood to watch a football match, but you want your relationship to work. You want your marriage to grow. So you have to do it. And we are talking about love. Love is not always about you, what you want, but you are seeking the welfare of the other person. You want to make your partner happy too. So if you want to grow, then we have to be highly intentional in what you do, in the decisions that we make in our relationships, because we want to be there and because we also want to meet the needs of our partners.
And thank you very much. I hope you have questions that you want to ask. I have 2 questions I'm going to ask Auntie Rita and Dee, and then we can get questions from. I hope everybody has questions. You should get questions.
Could he answer those?
Yes.
Since we have people who are also married, and we have women who are mothers, which are called them mom. Those people, the men should also understand them, because they have responsibility to run their business, they have responsibility to take care of their kids, and they also have responsibility to take care of their husbands. And this is a very difficult thing to do. Therefore, they need the support of the men to be able to do it, because they get so easily discouraged because they are doing so much, and the thing that they are doing that to support the family, and they are not getting any support. If they are not getting so much support from the husband, they get discouraged. But let me also be quick to say that when you also get the money, you should also, if the man gives you the ample time and support you to do the business, you should also take some of the responsibility. Don't say that it's the man's responsibility to do this. Now the man is supporting you to do the business and you are okay, but when it comes to the money issue that you should also bring home so that all of you can enjoy that one and keep it, then it shouldn't even work. So it's very important as you are being supported or encouraged to do it. Let's also share the responsibility. Let's support each other so that we'll have a happy home.
Okay, thank you very much. My general question, that means that I have 3 questions. Because why I'm asking that, I don't know if you guys have realized, but all our 3 guests have been talking to us a lot. And it seems much of the 90% is advising the women. So my question is it that we women entrepreneurs have a lot of things that we need to learn than the men entrepreneurs, or what? Activita is nodding the head here. Because it's like the advice is, most of the advice, like 90% is things that we women and it's like Billy has gotten why he wanted.
Recently, something funny happened at the home of a friend who is a lecturer at the university. The husband is also a lecturer. I went there and she was very busy because she had stacks of students' work to mark. And she's a mother. She had to supervise homework. She's a wife. There's food on the cooker as well. So when I went there, she's like, and the man, bro, because you know women. And the husband came and said, look, you ladies, stop talking. Nobody asked you to go and work. We are capable of taking care of you. But because you think your parents are taking you to school, you have to work and you're working. He says that he's basing his facts in the Bible. Even if you look at the woman of Proverbs 31, she has a kind of business she's doing. And she is running her business without complaint. So if we've decided to be Eve, we should stop work and be Eve. If we've decided to become the woman of Proverbs 31 and work, we should keep quiet, work, and take care of the home. And as funny as it is, it is the fact. People normally say that whatever a man do, women can do it better. Whatever one thing a man can do, a woman has to do about 3 times, 4 times before you are recognized. Whether it's in the corporate world or outside the corporate world. The reason is that the man, they say, build the house, but the home, it is the responsibility. So you have to ensure that. That is why when the men, those of us who are in the corporate section, when the man comes and is not properly dressed, usually as the wife see you. Why is it? Where is the wife? Yes, has the wife traveled and all that. But for the women, your friend can easily tell you that, oh, today you forgot, it looks like your lipstick is going off and all that. Not referring to your husband, but they don't expect your husband to monitor those things. So we have more responsibility in the home than outside the home. Sometimes I had a manager who used to say that if you want peace, give the women what they want. So if we are in the office and the men go and they are like, boss, we want pen, he said, go and buy it. Let the ladies go and say, boss, we want pen. Even if he has in his drawer, he will give it to you because he wants his piece of bread. So when the woman is at peace, when the women get what they want, trust me, it brings peace in the relationship. Whether it is a married relationship or just ordinary relationship. Because they have what they want, and women do a lot of things with our emotions. When a man walks in here, all he wants is probably a chair, sit down and do whatever he wants to do. Let the woman come. We'll start from the door. It is dirty. the wall, this. You look at so many things that are not necessary. So we tend to do everything with our emotions. That is why it's like the emphasis is on the woman, because your responsibility is the home. You have to ensure there is peace, there is comfort, your husband comes and is happy. Even though the man has their role to play, but we have to do more. And for those who are not married, even if you are a single person, why would a lady get up in the morning, clean her home and everything when she's living alone? So that when a man comes to visit, he will appreciate my cleanliness. Otherwise, it doesn't matter, isn't it?
Okay, that is very great. I'll let you come in there, but I can see our time, and I think people have questions. So as and when the questions are coming, then you come in. So AC, you can talk. If you have a question, let me know. You don't have a question.
We have a question. Okay.
AC, you talk. We have one question here.
We thank God for the numerous opportunities that are available to us women. But you see, it doesn't take away the fact that we have a role to play. I'm saying if you're an entrepreneur and you don't believe in marriage, you don't believe in it. But if you believe in it, then identify what your role is in the home. You know, now a lot of people are saying a whole lot of things and say, oh yeah, you so and most of the time you find the woman, even her income is higher than that of the man. So roles have changed and you go to their home and they hire change. If you don't believe in it, please don't just go. Because whether you're an entrepreneur or you work in the corporate settings or whatever, you still have to give prime focus or priority to your marriage, to your home. You are a homemaker. That's why when you look at even the needs of every meal, there is that sort of domestic support. He is a provider. He goes out there to go and earn. When he's coming home, when he's coming back, he is expected to come back to a home where he is welcome, he is treated like a king, he is received warmly and nicely. If you don't have the time to do all that, don't go, because the business world itself is a whole wahala on its own. And the work at home too is a real work. That's why I have one more. For her, the husband did not allow her to work all her life. But the man could stay on salary. Because the work at home is a full-time job. She wakes up earlier than every other person. She goes to bed late. Everybody goes to bed. And she is still working. So the husband was bringing in. Though she had all the qualification and all that, she was not working in the family home. She was working at home, taking care of the husband and the kids. So already, keeping the home, it's a full-time job on its own. But now there are opportunities and women too are doing so well. So you want to blend them too. But if you want a successful marriage or a peaceful home, then please don't neglect your home.
Okay. And Billy, this question goes for you and then I'll take Okuni's question. As young entrepreneurs and as people that are not married, at what point should you be thinking of a relationship in your entrepreneurship life? To even think of marriage?
As the spirit leads. If you know, yeah, if you know you are of age and you want to marry, then that is where it starts. Because your business is different from your marriage. Yeah. So if you feel like you've seen somebody that you love, I mean, start from liking to love. So when you realize you love the person and you can live together, the person needs not to be involved in what you do. You only need the support of the person. So anytime in your life that you feel like, oh, I'm mature enough and I want to live, then you can, because people get married, maybe next time we'll talk about that. People get married, but they have not left yet. But the Bible says you will live, and you live physically, you live financially, you live under the influence of your even parents and friends. So you must be mature enough to live. And when you think that you can live, then you go into it. Then you see how best the two of you can support each other to accomplish each other's goal in life. So anytime you want to, you feel like you are okay and you want to start a relationship, you want to marry,
Okay. A follow up on that question. I'm basing it based on what is said, which I don't really don't go in. I'm using my personal life. So here was the case that I'm a busy person, a busy entrepreneur. I'm a mom too. And then I get this guy who wants to go out with me. And I tell the guy that, you know what? When even my son needs me and an autistic child needs me, I leave him to my family and I go. He says, okay. Now he starts sending messages, calling me, and I'm busy. My phone is somewhere. When I come in the evening, I'm so tired. Now, I think he got tired, and then he said, I wrote on Facebook that, have I been ungrateful to you? And this person actually came to write under my post, you have been unfaithful, and sent me a private message that he gave me his heart, and like I played with it. I was like, I didn't play with it. I told you the thing, right? That I'm very busy and me, those kind of things are. So you said you put in the effort. You understand? So sometimes when you are in my position and you are getting old as well, you are like, should I just concentrate on my job? Should I allow them, because the stress is already there?
Yes, I think what we need to do is that we go into marriage without knowing each other. And we live without not trying to make any effort to know each other. And that's the challenge that we have. All the challenge that we have in marriage have to do with the fact that we don't understand ourselves. I mean, the develop two.
That's of men is just like
You see, it happens to both men and women. We send signals, but we don't really take it serious. So when I send it and I send it and I send it and you don't take it serious, then I'll just let it go, or I withdraw and go my way. So the person is coming looking for a woman that he can move with, a woman that he can share his love with, but not a woman who is so much into her business that she does not have time, and she would, if she has to choose between the business and the husband, she would choose the business. Who would want to settle with that person? So let us really put priority and the family life that we want to build. This is just to support us to, enjoy our lives. But that is not the core thing. You want to build your career and have time. After all, I'm going to spend even 4 hours with a man out of the 24 hours. You are not even going to spend that much. But at least a phone call, oh, how are you, I love you, you send text message, and then the person knows that I care. But always the man who would always send you the text messages, but we also need the text message. At least when you read it, you show it to our friends that, oh, this is my lady who has also sent it to me. So let us also hear that. But like one way thing, things are changing. So let's also change.
if somebody like Steve Jobs would say one of his greatest regrets in life is not to have given priority to, because he neglected the non-money aspects of his life, then I think there is something we have to learn from him. Now, we are so busy with our life. The question is, if our life only consists of work, at the end of the day, if the business or the work is no longer moving, going on, what then happens to our life? People spend time to invest in the lives of other people, even people who are not their children, not because they want anything, but at the end of the day, when they don't have the strength, the energy, the time to do any other thing, they know they can count on those people. So the question we need to ask ourselves as single entrepreneurs is that, That aspect of life, do we want it? If we want it, if we need it, then we have to make it a priority. We have to make it, the time is not there, we are this. But if we can, sometimes it marvels me when we are professionals, but our professionalism only ends at the workplace. Our children's examination papers are flying all over the place, but in our offices, we file them. We file every receipt that is given you. Why can't we file the receipt of our children? Then you are there, the child comes, the teacher said I've not paid my school fees. Meanwhile, you pay. But because you have not filed it, it's difficult for you to trace it. Why should our professionalism only end in the office? Now, as a business person, you have planned things, you have set targets, you have goals. Everything is in place. You know, first half of the year, you want to achieve, you want to do this. Why can't that be extended to your love life?
I think you asked something also about readiness. I think that for me, I would advise each and everybody here that don't get into any relationship under any pressure. It is you. You know whether you're ready or not. Sometimes some of us even make it too spiritual. I dreamt that God says you are the woman and all those things. Be ready by yourself. Sometimes by the society, naturally people will come like, oh, you are growing up. You are now 30 something. Your mother wants the grandchild and all those things. But at the end of the day, it is you. If you succumb to pressure, you might make very wrong choices, and at the end of the day, I always ask this question. When all the dodo, everybody is gone, it is only the two of you who will be left in the house. So don't go into relationship under any pressure.
On the Steve Jobs listen, I read an article that it said that Steve Jobs was too focused on his future that he hated it when he knew that his girlfriend was pregnant. So focused. So when the lady said she was pregnant, she was angry.
Yeah.
Because he was not ready for that. So if you are not ready, why do you bother yourself? And another thing is that it goes to the women, up and coming women entrepreneurs. You see, you can be boss at your workplace, but not in your home.
Same goes to the men, right?
Yes.
Same
Yes.
goes to the men. You are boss. You know, when you go to KNDS business school, there is one lecturer in PK.
Yeah.
PK will tell you that, please, if you are bosses in your offices, he is the boss here. So hang your coat in your offices before you get to his class. And he actually treats MBA students like, kindergarten children. So the men entrepreneurs, if you are bosses in your office,
Thank
what
you.
you get will be your husband. You are fair fans.
Thank you.
There's a high-rank military woman. When you go to the house, you would even say that the woman is. I mean, when the woman is coming, when the car comes to drop the woman, they salute her. When the car is coming to pick her, they salute her. But when she enters, she puts everything away because it's about love, not work.
Yeah, I think it should be both ways. Whenever we come into the house, you are my husband. The Lord, in the Bible, they say that care for your wives, right? And then we respect you, love us. So when you come to the house, love me. When I come, I respect you. It shouldn't even be a condition.
The woman bring the condition that you must end the respect. You must end
when the man is also not loving her. That's when it comes in. Only your grace.
The only question is, the first one is, in this age, concerning love, marriage, and entrepreneurship, joint accounts, bank accounts, they still exist, and if so, are they relevant? And if they are relevant, are they advisable? So that's the first question. The second one is, concerning the advice, especially to female entrepreneurs, I think we are mostly guys here. I'm wondering, as guys, can we improve our understanding towards female entrepreneurs in the sense that I read an article on Facebook, Chifa, Alio, just talking about a story whereby she had to book land for the husband and then she delayed. We all know she's very big and the husband was shouting at her. And then after when she went on to make a point, taking the blame for herself. But as a guy, I was like, couldn't the husband have been a bit more understanding, because I was surprised that such a woman would have a husband who expects lunch so much to the extent that he would shout at her for delaying lunch. And then apparently she eventually cooked the husband
Men are like that.
by another one. You know, did not do it. And then in contrast to this story is one nurse, I'm watching her name, but she held type of standpoint. So I was watching standpoint and she came on it and she was telling a story that she has a very understanding husband. She goes to do her NGO stuff. Apart from me and then she's an NGO, she comes back home late and the husband asks, she asked the husband what should you eat, and like, oh, you should just drink tea and sleep. And she was like, she's sure that the husband can be so understanding because the husband recommends zero. I don't know, but well, I'm hoping it's not a normal way. So my question is, can the men be understanding enough, or the status quo is okay with women being, managing the home and all that?
Okay, who takes the first one?
I'll take the first one because of the money aspect of it. I always like financial stuff, probably because I've spent half of my life working in a bank. Anytime a couple comes with an order from the court or a letter comes straight to the bank that hold on to this account because there's a court issue, it is a joint account by my name. So most of the time, I advise that keep your money, let me keep my money. Now we can have one account for projects or saving towards a particular something. Probably we want to go on a holiday in December. So we decide that, okay, every month, everybody bring maybe, per my salary, maybe I can pay 100 Ghana cedis a month, put it down. You can also bring, whether 50 or 150, it doesn't matter. We just want to, and so that come December, we can take that money to do whatever we want to do. We want to build a house. We want to let our children go to school, so many things. But that shouldn't be the account in which we tap into every time. Now, the first thing is that, let's say you and I are married. My salary is 1,000 Ghana cedis. Your salary is 2,000 Ghana cedis. When the two come together, it becomes 3,000. My sister wants 1,500 alone. She may pay, she may not pay. I go into the account. They give me the balance, it is 3,000. I have forgotten that my money there is only 1,000. So I take my 1,000 plus your 500, add it to it and give it to my sister. You also know that you have paid, you have 2,000 there. So your sister also comes, I need money. And you give your sister a check of 2,000, she comes and the bank says there is no money. So the check is returned. What do you think will happen? How will you understand? That is where the problems start coming in, especially when the lady earns more. As for the ladies, I mean, it's normal. When we are chopping our husband's money, no problem. But when they come our way, now, I'm telling you a fact. I'm a woman. You see, so I always tell guys that, and I have 3 boys. They haven't gotten to the level of marriage yet, but I keep on telling them that a man's responsibility is to take care of all the financial aspects of the home. Women, we save to do the big things. You don't expect the woman to be paying electricity bills because it is current. Every day you have to pay for it. But you tell the woman that, I've seen the land. They said it is 5,000. I have 1,000. He will tell you I can give you 4,000 to do that. Because she is thinking of the future of the children. That if I'm able to help you build the house, and you have to prove that we are registering it in the name of Mr. and Mrs. So it is the 2 of us. These are things that gives women security and they will support you. Even if you want to buy a car, you'll be surprised. When we are talking of cities, we are talking of dollars. Because we have it, we have saved that for those emergencies. But if you come and tell me that I should pay school fees, I'll start asking you the surname of the children. Otherwise, we change their names. You see, so we must understand the financials in the home. That is why I sometimes, I always, almost, somebody tells me that anytime I get on radio, I pick on premarital counselors. The reason is that their advice made you take that good step. When the two of you were not married and you were courting, when we go, what do you talk about? I never went to any marriage counseling. Billy knows that when you go through spiritual union, you are a counselor by nature. Because it is there. You are advised, we used to have, I didn't see those books here, water rubbish, it was all over the place. You read it and it tells you every step of the way. So that you get into the marriage with that perception in there. You don't get married that these days, I know young guys who told me they want to marry bankers because this is a hard corner. Are you marrying her because of the money? They said, why not? That must be required by a price. Yes, but it has nothing to do with money. When the money comes and it is for the woman, it is for her. When you need it, tell her she will support you, but not those little stuff that if you are not there, your wife can take care of it. You'll be surprised. She can take care of the school fees and everything, but it is your responsibility as a man to do that. When you need her, she will support you. The issue of the joint account must be an understanding. And when in case you decide to open a joint account for a project, the authorization, who is going to sign? Is it either to sign, both to sign, or somebody signing under what we call general probation? That is when you are not there before I come in. All these things need to come in. Even the limits. If you go to the bank and you tell them that we have a joint account, but we want it in such a way that nobody should withdraw more than 1,000 Ghana cedis, the bank will do it for you. So that it's put on the account and you can never take more than 1,000 out of it. So that at any point in time, when I go and I need money, my limit is 1,000. When you also come, your limit is, and then we have something there. But joint account, we really have to sit down and agree on all the modalities that goes into it before you decide to go into the joint account. And look for your own money. Forget about the woman's money. When you need help, she will give it to you. That is where the problem most of them comes. Sometimes you get men saying that, but she earns more than me, and so what? That is, you can't base your budget on the woman's money. The woman's money is the woman's money. Exactly. Even in India, where it is the woman who pays the dowry, when you enter the marital home, all the financial responsibility is the man. You see, when we come to understand some of these things, we will have no money issues. Because trust me, every married person knows that when you need big money, because we know the men don't save, so we save for them. When you need big money, except a woman who doesn't understand or who doesn't trust you that when I give you my money, you're going to use it for its purpose. My husband and I traveled with the whole family. I have 4 kids. And he was surprised. When they buy things, I use my Visa card to pay. And he's like, hey, mommy, yes, he paid for the ticket for us to go. Because that is your responsibility to ensure the family goes. But when we went, everything that they are buying, when he is doing calculations as to the ticket, because I have my card, I was ready for that side of it. If he had told me that there are 4 children, so pay for 2 people ticket and let me pay for 2, he can offer me another way. But what I spent is more than even the cost of the ticket. But then I was happy to do that because that is my money I'm spending.
What else has it?
No, it's
The second question.
And I'm coming before Auntie AC goes on. What Auntie Vita is saying, I have a joke about it. So there is this married couple that the husband is outside and the woman is here. And then the woman sends the husband message that the rent is due and that they are supposed to pay this. And the husband says, oh, you know what? It's very difficult out here. I'm very sorry. There are 1,000 cases. So the woman reads the message and then replies the husband, you know what, with 1,000 cases, I'm giving the landlord 500 in order for him to avoid rent. Now, the school fees, I'm going to the headmaster. I'm giving the headmaster 2,000. And then with all the debt that was in, like she sent a message, they said within 30 minutes or something, the husband sent a message like, you know what, go to the bank account.
I wanted the money.
Money. So when it comes to women and our money, that is what you should expect.
One Nigerian woman said, if you see a woman who says she doesn't like money, excuse me, to say, look at her, I don't say, see if she's really a woman or not, because every woman loves money. Every woman. Because we are thinking of our needs, financial, this thing, you have to provide, and if we want to support you, that's why we are there as helpers. We are there as helpers to support you. To your question, the question also is, when we are going out, what do we look out for? Are we so busy touching, kissing, or we are looking out for what is important? Now, you know you are an entrepreneur and you know where you are taking it to. Meanwhile, your focus was on other things. You were not looking for somebody to help you achieve whatever you want to do. So at the end of the day, you marry and the person finds it very difficult to understand what you are doing. And for some partners to, before they get angry about something, you know, before conflict can get to a certain stage, it means it has simmered for a long time. So for Jifet's husband to be that angry, the question we need to be asking is, was that the first time? Or there is something, sometimes you'll be surprised it wasn't about the food, but what may have even transpired the day before, during the night, we don't know. All that we know is, or all that we heard was that the husband was angry because of lunch. But I believe lunch, I don't know the agreement between the two of them. Because there are some men, no matter what you do, they will never eat outside. You know, I understand this mother-in-law came woman. The lady, the woman came to visit the son and the wife. So in the evening when the woman was actually surprised that it was getting to 6 and the lady is here to report to return from work. So she was worried, so this time that she's coming, when is she going to put palm fruits on fire before preparing soup? And so when the lady came back, she just pulled a soup from the freezer, microwave, and she said, so the woman was like, when did you prepare this? And she said, no, she had it in the freezer. No, my son will never eat this. My son must eat a fresh food all the time. So if it is palm soup you want to eat, you must prepare it that day. And surprisingly, some men too are like that. They will never want you to serve them food from the freezer. They want you to cook it now. So was there that agreement between them that no matter what, she was going to prepare the lunch for her husband? Because some men, they will never eat outside. And Obama and Samana and communication also plays a role. Was she able to communicate to her husband that lunch will delay for this number of time? It's something. Some men can be very difficult. For us, hearing this, we think it's no big deal. But there are more questions than answers. We just can't conclude on that. But the important thing is, let us ensure during our courtship period, let us get partners who understand us, partners who will support whatever we want to do or achieve whatever we have set before us.
And when you get a partner who is willing, like the second one, who is willing to drink tea, it doesn't mean take advantage of the situation. Sometimes it also brings problems. When you realize that your husband is that cool, and then you take advantage, oh, when I get home 9, 10, it's not fair. You are not being fair. In as much as we are in a relationship, we shouldn't forget you do unto others as you like them to do unto you.
And there was a question here.
First of all, I'd like to apologize for coming late. Right.
There is a point where you find
Yes, there is a point.
I have a question, and the question is, I would like to give a preamble before the question comes. You know, previously, the way of thinking for women has changed along the line, and right now, the way women were being defined has sharply changed to the extent that you cannot limit the woman to the kitchen and things like that. Yeah, so my question is, how would we define to be basically successful woman? Is it more to the business or more to the home or more to society? That's my question.
I think that it's very difficult to define success for anybody. Each and everyone sees success differently. If the woman is a business inclined person, then looking at the business and the size of the business and all that she's doing, you might think she's successful. Even that one, there might be some hidden truths they are not telling. I was talking to somebody and the person at a forum was talking about how she started her business and where she has gotten to. I don't want to mention the lady's name because she's a very popular business person, entrepreneur, and very admirable. After she had told us all the good story and everything nice, when we closed and we were having coffee, she came to me and said, "Can I have your number?" I said, "Okay." I gave her my, she said, "I'll call you." I didn't know why she was calling me, but when she called me, the thing she told me was different from what the thing she's going through in her home. You would never think, when I look at her home, I wouldn't call her a successful person. But when I look at the business sense, I see her as one of the top class business women in the, if not West Africa. But she has a domestic issue that she cannot solve. So it depends on how you are seeing the success from. Somebody might have been failing in every business. Somebody was telling me, the mother-in-law was complaining that every money your husband gives you, it goes down the drain because she doesn't have any business sense. But go to her home and see. Her children are in the first class, second class, upper range. Everything is in her home. But look at the business. So it depends on how you see success. Now we have women saying that they want to be single mother by choice. It's, for me, it doesn't make any sense. But for them, when they're able to achieve that, they call themselves successful women. So it depends on how you see it.
Sorry. We have 10 minutes more. We've gone over our time. Sorry about that. Don't forget about this time.
Yeah.
I have my 7 minutes. This one is
So my
faster.
question is that earlier on we spoke about the fact that there are entrenched responsibilities. The man is responsible for all the financial stuff that goes on in the house. In this case, then the lines between being there financially and then the lines between having time for your wife becomes blurry in the sense that you need to work really hard to be able to cater for all the financial needs of the home. And this on the other side too, the woman expects you to give her time. So in this case, it's not just about quality time, because you say quality time, but if you spend 10 minutes staring at each other, I think sometimes quantity actually brings out quality. So maybe if you spend 1 hour together, within the 1 hour, you might find something else to talk about. So how do you then balance the two? On the side that the man really needs to work hard to handle the finances, and on the side that you also have to have time for the woman, because as AC said, you have to be willing to make the effort. So in this case, making the effort to be responsible financially, and making the effort to make time for your wife to, I mean, how do you balance the two? The second one is a little bit personal to return. The problem with those of us in the medical field, when you are dating a lady, she has all the time. She has all the patience. She understands that you work in the hospital. This is a little bit personal.
Yes.
So I go to the clinic, you are working, you get calls, patients are calling you to complain about the medication you gave them or something of that sort. Those who don't know. And when during the dating, she's okay with it. Or maybe the initial stages. When things get serious, suddenly you don't have time. Suddenly she realizes that you don't have time. So that conflict, you are married successfully to a doctor. How did the ladies and the guys so that we can meet? How do you do it? And how can we also, how does daddy do it so that it's easier because they always say that we don't get married early because we are choosing. It's not true. It's because people always change suddenly. So,
Okay.
I think Billy will take the first one. Then
Yeah.
I'll take the
For
second one.
the first one, every young people who want to marry each other come to meet to counsel them. We talk about project account, whatever, men, the responsibilities of the men and the responsibility of women and other people who also come in. But I always conclude by saying that you are individuals and you have your right to do what thing that it will help you. Because I may do it, it might not work for me, but you will do it and it will work for you. So if the two of you agree that even if the woman who is going to take care of whatever, that is your decision. And if you think that that will be helpful and you're able to sustain your marriage, why don't you go ahead rather than maybe restricting yourself to say that this is what is written and I don't know where it is written, whether it's in the Bible or anywhere. But I think that do whatever you think that it will be helpful for the two of you so that you enjoy your marriage life, rather than maybe forcing yourself to do something that you know that you are not in a position to do. If what you are doing, I mean the job that you have, does not pay so much that you can take care of responsibility which has been defined by society that this is the man's responsibility, what would you do? And if the woman has that thing in mind and always want to look out to you, then always you have conflicts in your relationship. But if you understand each other, this is what I have. And you see, sometimes we have the challenge because the men also don't tell the women that this is the challenge that I have. We pretend that all is well, and the woman doesn't know. But if the woman knows, then when you are also in need, she will know how to support you. But then again, back to the women. Some women, when they also know the good times, when they know that you have enough, and at a point in time they know that it's not forthcoming, then they think that you are hiding something from them, and they always demand. So let us help each other. You are couples. Do what you think that it will help you, not because somebody has done it. It didn't work for it worked for them. What will work for you is what the two of you should understand yourself and appreciate each other, and the two of you share.
So let me add a little to the time versus money. Yeah. You see, when we talk about the quality time, it's just that when we are together, we are together. You see, if we are together, we are together. We are together, but you are far away. You are still fidgeting with your phone. You are still sending text messages. You are still on WhatsApp. It doesn't make it quality in any way. If Mark Zuckerberg can have a non-distracted moment with his wife, we can also do it. So if you are saying when you come home, 30 minutes of the first time is for you and your partner, then let it be so. Not that you said, oh, 30 minutes, we'll spend 30 minutes together, and that togetherness, you are distracted. You are doing something else. And you see, entrepreneurs have those bad habits of, uh, this is my business. We don't bring our partners along with us. Sometimes they don't even understand what we are doing. If we bring them along, it helps our work. You know, sometimes there are some places where maybe weekends you are going to the clinic or something. If she's free, why can't she come along with you? She may not be working, but the fact that she's just around watching you going out is better than leaving the person. So I believe if we bring them along, let them understand the work we do, the requirements of the work. Sometimes you come back and perhaps there is this patient with an eye problem or something, you try to discuss it with her, and then she asks you, so what did you do about it? And you realize she's also prescribed a small prescriber in her home. You know, she's a small but we think oh, because she's a woman, she does not understand this. So it's your business. It's all about you. Forgetting that you need there along the way. You want to grow your, so you'll be intentional in one, in giving her information about the work. Unless of course you want to be hiding things, you are busy, but you are spending time with some other women somewhere. But if it is about the work, let her know. Let them know, and when you say they are spending time with them, don't be distracted by anything. Your work will not die or will last because you use 30 minutes of your time to spend with your wife or something. I don't think so.
Before I go into it, personally, so far as the hospital is concerned, it's not advisable to go there with your wife or your girlfriend. The research is also a medical person. Because things that goes on in the hospital, if you don't have a heart, you cannot sit there and see blood oozing, they brought the person. You cannot, unless you are really programmed to do that. That's why I always say that to work in the hospital, you need special grace. Because when they bring those, people can't even stand their own blood. Even men are collapsing. So it takes a lot of grace to be there. So, and then when you go there, sometimes it distracts attention when you go to the office. Because the person is working and you are also there. It's even in ordinary work, when you take your spouse to work, sometimes you cannot focus on the work. It depends. So that's why psychologically it is better the two of you not work in the same office. And when I was in the corporate world, two staff members can get married, but if both want to get married, one is transferred. Even if it's within kumasi, one has to be in another branch because it will definitely not help you focus on your work. So that one is not too advisable. But what I want to say is that before you get into the relationship, you get into the level where you say we are going to get married. How do you understand the workflow of the person? Somebody says it is easy to fall in love with a medical student than a doctor. And I can relate to that because when they are medical students and they vacate, they are there. But this is a case where sometimes the whole year the person can't even go on leave. They go on leave and they are still being called for certain things. We, the wives or the girlfriend or whoever you decided this is the man I want to marry. And you have to love the whole system, the whole package. You don't love some aspect of it and leave some aspects of it. We, the spouse, be it the wife or the husband, you have to be understanding. You see, the job is such that sometimes when the hospital is calling, he's tired and sleeping and you have to wake him up and tell him your phone is ringing. And he has to respond to it because this is life. So if you are not ready to follow the medical tests, there are other people there, the engineers are there, the teachers are there, that's fine. But if you decide that I'm going in for a medical test, because even if it's a nurse and you are the husband, you have to be ready. Probably I was a little bit fortunate because my father also worked in the hospital. So I remember when I started dating a medical student, my mother is like, because even I remember 83 when Kevin was there, they will call him and we all get scared. It scared you. Everybody is supposed to be indoors and you said somebody is dying so you have to go. But that is the nature of the job. And if you are a Christian, you have to be praying to support them because they need it. be it students or working, a nurse, anybody related to some of these emergency stuff, fire service and all those jobs that they have to be on call 24/7. You have to understand the job. And when they come, the little time that they have, like Essie is saying, the person has only 1 hour. And that is the time you also decided to do what? Please, if it is mommy that is disturbing you, tell mommy that today no entrepreneurship WhatsApp. I'm busy here. I remember this time we were chatting and I told her that hey, my husband is calling me. I've ended. So I'm not taking any messages again. You have to make that effort because that is the only time you have to spend with the person. Sometimes it's just cooking for them. Maybe if you have the opportunity to send them lunch when they are there, that's fine. But any little thing that you do that, you see a lot of times, when you ask people, why are you marrying A? He said, oh, but the question I always ask them, what are you also bringing on board? If you go into the relationship that I want to receive, you get nothing. And you will not be happy.
Auntie Rita, add your final words to it.
My final word is to everybody here is that learn about what you are going to do before you do it. You want to get married, start chasing him for the boost that will help you to sustain your marriage and to build it up, to build a strong relationship. Just as you read how to do other stuff. So let's learn. And also, a lot of us don't like going to workshops and seminars and things. That is a very fine opportunity to also learn. You go to some of these marriage workshops and stuff like that, and you don't only get to network, but you also get to learn. Which will also help someone. That's what I'm saying. The networking is there. You can meet somebody and all that. Because I don't believe in matchmaking. Even Adam blamed God that the woman you gave me, how much more you? So don't let anybody blame you. But whether you are an entrepreneur, your business is fine, but build your relationship as well. So that you are not like 50 there and then 10 down there. Thank you.
Final word, Auntie.
My final word, before that, if you heard me right, I was saying it's not possible because I work in a hospital, but for even a whole month, I've not even been to the ward area. An optometrist may have his office there is a waiting area, there is an area. So you look at your work setting. Is it possible to take your partner some days when you ought to? It all depends. We, for instance, when you come to the theater area, this side is there. You don't have the right to go to the other side in your distance.
So you that is where your girlfriend is. That side that I know.
When the it's only the clinicians who go to the theater area. All this other side, which is the right side, is their offices. This side, nobody goes there except the clinicians who are going to operate on the person. So you look at what you do and your work area, the settings. Is it possible to take your partner along where you want to? My final word is that we want success, we want growth in every aspect of our lives. But let us remember that it wouldn't happen just like that unless we work at it. If we want to have good, joyful, fruitful relationships, then we really have to work on it because it wouldn't come just like that. So we have to be intentional about it. And the other thing, as I said earlier, was that most times when people are complaining in their marriages, in their relationships, it's because they feel their needs have been neglected. But know what what are the needs of your partner, and try as much as you can. And in trying, you have to be intentional about it to help fulfill that need of your partner. Thank you. Uncle Billy.
Yes, the man who wrote this book, the 7 habits of highly successful people, said that true success in life begins with relationship. But I will also say that you cannot build it overnight. It takes time to do that. Whether you are married or not, you still work at it and work on it till all the two of you are gone or one is no more. So let us see marriage as work in progress. Let us see relationship as work in progress. But when you are doing something and your partner draws your attention, please let us ignore that. Because it will pile up and at the end of the day, it will explode and it might not be helpful. So let's see ourselves as people who really want to be happy and let's begin to buy books and read about them. Let's get to know each other. It doesn't matter whether you have lived with your husband for 50 years, 20 years, there are still more, especially men. There are more we need to know about women. So let's make conscious effort. Yeah, the follow me straight. Let's make conscious effort. Yes, let's make conscious effort to really grow about them. But women, you should also understand that you also have feelings. So show love, is it tender? Love and care. Do that. Thank you.
If you've not learned anything, I have learned a lot. What our partners expect from us as entrepreneurs. And if you are a lady here, I think today the topic and everything discussion, 90% was for us ladies. Because we need it a lot. Thank you so much, my wonderful guest. Mrs. Rita Mami Sewa Krampa.
We left out that one.
Oh, Mrs. Rita Mami Adwa Sewa Krampa. Mr. Louis B. Bones, what baby was she? Miss Amy Adeton, thank you so much because I've learned a lot. I think I'll start putting plans in my hand. So if you are single here, you do stop, don't forget to thank you so much to everyone that came. Thank you so much to those that are going to watch this on our Facebook and our YouTube channels. It's been a wonderful discussion. What our entrepreneurs, our partners want from us as entrepreneurs. What I am taking with me is that don't start what you cannot end. When you start a relationship, when you say hi, if you know you cannot end with it, don't start. Sit down and get everything on point before you go into it. Opening, you can't shoot. Good. Today, once in a while, take care to your office. I know your office. It's not a place that you cannot take somebody. Invite her. You catch. We are going for the meetings and the seminars. Take care. Once in a while, no, I'm ending.
I took.
Get time for your partner. The thing is that you want one that you want others to do to you. Respect me as a woman respect your husband as a man. That is the basic rule. This has been Women Entrepreneurs Meetup, and the program was sponsored by Hyperspace. Hyperspace is a co-working space inside the group. Hosting the STCI, they have office spaces for as low as 15 Ghana cedis. Just come here and get a space for all your office staff. Contact them on 0244 601 311. 0244 601 311. It was also sponsored by EMB Ahifie. What we do is that we do sales training, marketing training, consultancy, and promotion. We have a Facebook live show every Wednesday from 8 to 9 p.m. Just check us, Entrepreneurs Movement with Guachua on Facebook. You can contact us on 0508 590 888. 0508 590 888. Now today we had a wonderful supporter, sponsor, Mandate Books. They gave us 75% discount for anyone that came here to buy books. It was just 10 Ghana cedis or 15 Ghana cedis, 20 Ghana cedis books. For books you will get for 25 cedis, 30 cedis or 40 cedis outside. Contact them for any book that you want, be it on business, entrepreneurship, success and all that. More importantly, I get love books, relationship books. You never know. You will learn one or two about it. Contact them on 0241-720-936. On this note, I say thank you so much for being part of this program. My name continues to be Mami Wachakuku, and as I always end, be a boss, date a boss, build an empire. Thank you, everyone.